So I'm standing outside of a very nondescript building that used to be a school, but it is currently home to the largest collection of Apple products that I think probably exists in the world. What do you think? Is that a fair claim to make?
I'd say it's pretty reasonable.
Adrian, is that fair? Would you say this is the largest Apple collection in the world?
Largest boxed collection in the world.
Okay, the largest boxed collection in the world. But today we're going to get a tour. Oh my gosh, I can already see. All right, let's just go. Let's just go. Oh my God. So this is almost every single Apple product ever made.
It's a variant or every single Apple product ever made in its packaging.
In its packaging as well. Not just every single one, but in its packaging, of course.
Yeah.
This is Adrian. He's the president of the Australian Computer Museum, and if you couldn't tell, he really loves Apple products.
I started collecting in 1996 when I was in high school. My dad and my computer teacher can probably be blamed for it. And so, yeah, I just started collecting and getting more and more items over time, and I decided that I wanted to try and get every Apple product made in the box because it makes it a lot easier to store.
Yeah.
The stories that Adrian has to tell and the products that we uncovered in this absolute Apple man cave will completely blow your mind. But first, let's get a quick word from today's video sponsor, SafeShell VPN. Enjoy high-speed servers with worldwide coverage, allowing you to unlock content and resources from around the globe. Streaming media can be frustrating when trying to watch content on the go, away from home, or that comes from a geo-restricted area. Fortunately, SafeShell can help you unlock streaming while keeping your browsing secure and fast. On top of that, in app mode, you can select multiple servers for different streaming apps, allowing you to optimize each one without making constant adjustments to your server settings. That makes SafeShell VPN perfect for watching live sports. SafeShell VPN operates without collecting any user data, so your IP address, browsing history, and trackable information is all secured. Not even SafeShell has access to this information, so it gives you peace of mind while browsing securely. SafeShell is free and secure, and it's available on Apple TV in addition to iOS and Android, giving you peace of mind and security right on your TV. So to learn more and get started with SafeShell today, check out the link in the description below. And now let's get back to the video. So the first thing you might be wondering is, where the heck are we? Well, this used to be a school until Adrian bought it a few years ago and started moving in his entire collection. Literally everything.
That's like 5200 series?
5200. So a couple years ago, a subscriber of mine said, I've got a brand new Performa 5200.
I remember that.
Shipped to me.
It was in pieces.
Got absolutely obliterated, but it was sealed. Brand new. Is this the sealed?
Mighty Mouse.
The Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, with the little nip.
With the with the little nip.
They're the only two in the world that still work.
That's amazing. Incredible.
I bet you can't find a single iMac.
Well, okay.
Oh, well, come with me.
The flower one.
The flower one's right here.
Oh my god.
Oh, he had that ready to go.
Gosh.
Some of it is new, some of it is used. Majority of it is used.
Some of it is
Is there a
new.
computer in every one of these?
Generally speaking, yes. Because I don't have the storage of this not. The ones up the top, generally, unless they're an iMac, don't have stuff in them.
Okay.
Because they're just generally the packaging that I've bought. Okay. This is the largest Apple product that I own. And I air freighted this in.
Is that the printer?
I don't know how much it cost, but I'm an idiot. I've been kind of trying to work out where to stop the collection.
Hey, that's an M1.
Hey, this is I'm seeing
There might be
M1
16.
Pro in there.
Yeah.
But then also a G4 15-inch
Yeah, you
and a
got
G4 17-inch.
Oh yeah, the 12-inch.
But to be honest, my favorite iBook box, if we head back out, Apple used to be a lot more whimsical with their packaging. So it actually went back to that 1980s kind of feel of the Apple IIc. So I don't think many people would have seen one of these. But this is the original iBook G3 packaging.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
So it feels very much like the original 1980s thing, even though this is, 2001?
I do love the clear iPod.
Yeah, that was a gift from a mate, and I think that's quite cool.
Oh, just a couple Apple leases, just one of the rarest Apple computers that you can find.
Wait, so
Just use the box one.
what
please.
makes the Apple
Is that a boxed Apple Lisa?
I think that's the XL, but yeah.
What the hell? Oh my god, is that a Lisa poster? I'm literally going to explode. Oh, cool. Just a random 20th anniversary Macintosh in its box. An Apple Color Monitor 100 in its freaking box? You see that there? That sticker says genuine service part. These are not just entire boxed Macs, but official from the factory Apple replacement parts. This is how it came from the factory.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You will never ever see that again.
No, you'll never see that anywhere else.
This only ran for a year. They
as
discontinued it. So
serial number
1979 here. Serial number is 13,822. Holy cow. I like the eBay shipping tape.
Yeah, wow.
Apple IIGS, Apple IISi, Apple IIc Plus, Power Macintosh G3. You could literally spend hours just walking up and down the aisles and just say, hey, what's this? A color plotter. I literally don't even know what that is. Macintosh LC, LC2, and LC3 with a what looks like in-box Apple design keyboard. Just endless. What's this? Apple Style Writer 2200, a mobile printer. Never even heard of that.
Boxes.
Oh my gosh. We got a Newton on hand.
Now, I set this up for you. So, I think this was something that Tim drew.
What color is this?
Green.
Wait, does it work?
Yeah. So, hang on, let's make you a new document.
Okay.
And
Then I
draw
can
away.
say.
Now, I think you've got your different drawing palette up there, so
Ooh.
you have to...
This looks like a freestyle.
After we geeked out about some vintage stuff, Adrian showed us some relics from his time in Apple retail.
I have a very, very large collection of posters because I worked in retail from 2000 through to 2005. When it comes to iPod posters, I don't think anyone can beat me on the posters that I have.
Oh my god.
Oh, the classic.
And these are actually the second gen because the classics were flat. This is
it goes on.
This is my living room.
So to see more of Adrian's massive poster collection, we headed into yet another room full of Apple products.
Now, you missed another feature of this room, which is Luxo Senior.
Oh my god.
I feel like the eye in Pixar, I'm gonna get stomped.
Exactly.
Oh, the 5th gen.
Dude, it's in perfect condition. Oh my god.
I do like the yin and yang that they did.
That's a beautiful poster.
Oh my god.
So well designed.
Yes.
Available today, $2.99. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I've never seen a poster for the iPod Hi-Fi.
No.
Dude, these are all in insane condition as well.
Yeah.
What?
Because I was working in sales when they sold them,
You're just like, hey.
I just took them with.
Oh, look at the lighting on that.
The original MacBook Pro.
It's the first one to have eyesight.
What?
So it had front row. So these were the originals,
Oh.
where they're flat.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wow.
instead of having that model background,
The new iPod.
there was a significant number of other MP3 players on the market. It was actually quite a saturated market, but most of the players you had were like 64 or 128 megs. They connected via either USB or serial. I actually had a 32 meg one that I won from a company called Excite here, which was like a Gmail of its time, and it connected via PC parallel port, and to upload the 10 songs into memory took about 20 minutes. This is when the later ones, so these are what, 06? So really colourful. These were phenomenal. These ones. They did a whole series of them. But where they were
OS 10. Oh, look at that.
10.1. So that's
10.1.
this was actually in our store in Neutral Bay, and my boss had them laminated.
That aqua interface, the X, looks so good.
It is still a beautiful thing when you actually use it.
Internet Explorer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Safari wasn't
That's
even.
before they had Safari.
And we can go into one of the other poster sets.
Oh, there's multiple poster
This
sets.
is one of about 15.
One of 15. Oh,
Oh, a G4 Cube.
so much technology, so little space. They should have used that on the Mac Studio.
It should just say so much heat, so little space.
It's a sensory overload.
There's just something everywhere you look.
Every
So
single
now that I've
direction.
got the-
We then went over to the third room here where Adrian had yet more insanely cool old posters.
That is the actual first poster they did for the,
The
Cube.
PowerMac G4 Cube. This is the original with the speakers
Yeah.
and the original
Weird.
cinema display.
So
course.
these were actually hung.
Oh.
That's why they've got the holes in them. These were hung in the store in Neutral Bay that I used to work at. So at the end of the time after they were taken down, my boss would tape them and hole punch them and strap them to the roof. And then I would be like, can I take those? And they're like, sure, they're going in the bin. Procreate.
Oh, that's hot.
Look, when they
This-
released that,
This has to be an actual photo.
yeah. I
This
think
is a real
the
photo. There's
lighting
no
is just-
way.
You can see the light at the top reflected.
I mean, 2001, to have that resolution, those reflections and the light refracting through there, that's gotta be a
That
photo.
looks unreal.
The setup for this photo, the seamless is so seamless.
Yes.
You just know that someone was out here just like frantically polishing every 10 seconds.
Look, when those actual pieces of plastic come from the factory, they are like that. And I mean, as soon as you peel off the protective layer, they are like glass.
But we're not just looking at a poster. Adrian pulled out a brand new PowerMac G4 to show us exactly what they looked like.
And you can see,
Oh my god.
so when I say when they're new in the box, they're an experience.
Oh.
Like even just the rubber seal around the door.
It's
So,
literally brand new.
so this is what I mean. Like you don't need to polish it. They came out of the box looking like a new car off the lot.
This is a good comparison.
And it still has the film
What?
on the front plate.
Wait, the
Yeah.
film is not
There's
on.
a little film on the Apple logo.
Every single service part that has an Apple logo to this day has a piece of film over the Apple logo. And generally there will be a piece of film on the Apple logo and then another one over the rest of the device.
Look at this design. It looks like something from the future.
Oh yeah, that is brand new. Not a speck of dust.
No. It literally was purchased, maxed out with RAM, maxed out with server grade hard drives and put back into the box.
But in addition to a large collection of retail posters, there were also some posters that you probably haven't seen before.
This was Apple Center. So before Apple stores, there was the Apple Center chain. So the Apple Center chain was throughout, I think, a lot of the parts of the world where they didn't have Apple stores. And so there were third-party retailers of Apple product, and Apple supported them with these things. Now, here's a cool thing. So Apple used to do overlays. So for instance, at Christmas, they would send these out to the dealerships to put over the shipping boxes
Present.
to make it a Christmas, a happy holidays version.
Oh, is that a G3?
This is a Pismo. I remember the day I found this. We were cleaning out the store, and I went into this cupboard at the front of the store, and I found this rolled up, and I just bought myself a Pismo secondhand, and I was like, this is the best poster ever.
So many
Let me
posters.
go and find one of the retro boxes. Like I've got.
Oh, this is not the retro box?
No, no.
That is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous poster. I mean, look at the size. Mid 80s that thing came out. It was tiny. Oh, a Newton poster.
Yes.
The 90s, like the dude with the shirt tucked into the khakis, beaming it across the room.
He's beaming all right.
These posters from the late 80s and early 90s are super interesting because they show the difference in Apple's marketing when Steve Jobs came back in 1997 and completely overhauled the company. I mean, look how much data is on these things. How could anyone possibly digest all of this?
It'll only take a minute. Meanwhile, paragraphs of information. A bullet point telling you how to move the mouse. Because that wasn't common knowledge at 1986. Look at how small that text gets though, like, whoa!
Now this collection is absolutely bonkers, you know, literally every Apple product ever made, and Adrian knows the incredibly minute details of each of these products.
So what happens is each of the pens, when you install it, there's this special mechanism inside that caps the pens rather than having to individually cap each of the pens. Because Apple, right?
I mean, look, I did not think I was going to be learning about how Apple's color printer ink caps its own pens in the printer. But I mean, honestly, this thing kind of holds up. Look how crisp that picture is.
Does whiskey count as beer? Yes! All right! Burger. Does whiskey count as beer?
The best thing
Am I
is,
turning you on?
you leave your mouse up here.
Oh, no.
This whole place is an absolute treasure trove. And of course, it's way too much to possibly fit in a single video, but it really was a special experience.
As you can imagine, we definitely spent a couple hours poking around here. It's gone completely dark out, and I have to say this has been just an absolutely surreal experience. It was a ton of fun. A big thanks to Adrian for inviting us out here. A big thanks to you guys for watching. As usual, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.